Hey guys, right, back for another episode of Setbox, and basically, as Gerbo has pointed out, the little intro thingy that I randomly insisted on doing, basically just decided not to work anymore. I don't know why, but I listened to it in Movie Maker, and the audio is there. But when I made the video, for some reason, Movie Maker's like, I don't like this anymore, it can fuck off and die, so not going to bother with that anymore, so just going to kick off with the battles. This first one is against, I think, a guy called Flame Dog, or Dog, or some stupid name. And he has a very overused team, so I am hideously out of my depth here. But let's see how I do. What I've been lumped with is Abomasnow, Masquerain, Lapras, Infernape, Rapidash, and I can't remember what the last one is. You'll see it. Anyway, I'm leading off with Rapidash, predicting him to lead off with something to try and kill my Abomasnow, and he's going to lead off with a Landorus, and I'm like, well, shit, I don't want to die. Now, the thing is, if he Stone Edges, I lose. In effect, the only thing that is neutral to Stone Edge is Infernape. So I'm praying to Christ he doesn't really figure that one out, and I can just go into Articuno and dodge it, which I do. He goes EQ, and that is all hunky-dory. Now, this Articuno does have Blizzard on it, so I can't kill it, but I figured he was going to switch out, so I'm just going to go U-turn as he goes into a T-tar, and then I can U-turn out and go into my Abomasnow and just sort of give him the middle finger, because it's like, ha, no sand for you, which is lovely. This Abomasnow set is proper weird, but I sort of kind of like it, because basically it's SD with EQ and Woodhammer, and it has Skull Bash with a Power Herb on it, so that you can get a defense boost like right off the bat if you really want it, and I like it. I think it's fun. But now Abomasnow's in here, and I see lefties. I'm presuming it's got Fire Blast because every Tyranitar under the sun does nowadays. So I'm going to switch out and go into Rapidash to get the Flash Fire boost, but he goes into Ferrothorn, and yeah, that's good. I'm not going to complain. So, without really trying to predict, I've sort of predicted around him completely, which is just funny. But now Rapidash is sitting in here. I know he won't want to keep his Pharaoh in, because everyone loves Pharaohs. You know, they bum it, even though I'm sure that would be quite painful, so I figure he's going to switch out to preserve it. And this is a sub-agility baton passing Rapidash, and I believe it gets... Actually, I'm not entirely sure where it gets baton pass. I think it was like an XD move. But I know it gets it. I'm just not entirely sure if... Well, it should be fine. Anyway, I sub as he brings in a Rotom, and I was kind of thinking I might not be quickest, but I am going to try baton passing out and going into a Abomasnow, where I can preserve the sub, and, you know, I can Skull Bash if I want, I can do something. So I'm going to baton pass out, as I said. I'm going to go into a Abomasnow, as I said, and he's going to go for a Volt Switch, and it doesn't break the sub, which is nice. You know, I'm happy with that. So, there's the Volt Switch, he's going to switch out. Now, here, what I really should have done, I can't remember what he goes into, though. I think, yeah, he goes into Landorus. What I should have done is I should have gone Woodhammer, but I went Skull Bash trying to be ballsy, and he's going to U-turn out and go into Tyranitar as I go Skull Bash, which is completely pointless because, one, Tyranitar still probably more or less likely has Fire Blast, and two, I couldn't take a Stone Edge from it anyway, and three, two Woodhammers would kill. So he's going to bring it in, and I go for the Skull Bash. I like the Skull Bash animation. No one ever uses this damn move anymore, and it's so cool. So I get a defense boost to go for it, and it looks, I don't know, it's like, ugh. It's just interesting and different, although it's probably one of the more retarded sets I've got. But oh well. So now I'm kind of sitting here, I'm predicting him to predict me to switch out into Rapidash. So I'm just going to go Woodhammer, and oh, guess what? Guess what? Doesn't kill. So, had I just EQ, even EQ would have been better than anything, so, yeah. Oh well, that's my fault, but I don't believe I stick around, because that would be kind of stupid. So I'm going to switch out, I'm going to go into Infernape, figuring he's going to Fire Blast, and I figure I can Vacuum Wave and screw him over. because this is a Calm Mind Slack Off Infernape with Vacuum Wave and Fire Blast. Pretty good, actually. I quite enjoyed using it. But he isn't going to stick around. He is going to switch out, and he is going to go into Reuniclus, because no one wants to take a fighting move. So I go for the Vacuum Wave, and it does pretty much nothing. So, yeah, I don't really want to stick around for this thing. While I do have Calm Mind, I believe I'm bold, max defense, max speed. So even with a Calm Mind, I doubt I'm going to be taking a Psychic at all, in the slightest. But I figure what I need to do is get damage so I can bring in something, and then I can take it down, because that's kind of the only way you can beat out Reuniclus, by just hitting it constantly till it goes away. So I'm going to bring in Articuno, because Stealth Rocks are up, and it's probably the one thing I don't really care about. He's going to go Psychic, and I actually take that surprisingly well when I think I'm a minor special defense nature. But now I can just Sky Attack and hit it really, really hard. Or so I thought. I go for it, and it doesn't actually do that much. Then again, most Reunicluses are probably defensively bulky, so yeah. Focus Blast does miss, though, so I do get another shot. But I figure my best bet is to go U-turn, just because it's super effective. It's going to probably do the most damage, and Blizzard will probably miss, so I'd rather not have to deal with that. So I go U-turn, and it still doesn't do anything, and he's a bitch, so he recovers, and it's... So I've got to do it all over again. That's the main problem. My team can't do enough damage to this thing. I mean, if Masquerain had Bug Buzz on it, I would have gone to that in a heartbeat, but it doesn't, so yeah. Because it's got Air Slash, Hydro Pump, and Blizzard, so... Oh well, hindsight's 2020. I didn't think I'd be facing one of these when I was making it, so there you go. But I'm going to bring in Lapras. I'm just going to go for a sub. He's going to Calm Mind, and my main plan is, again, if I can hit it hard enough, it'll eventually go away. Doesn't work out that way, but it was worth a go. So I Hydro Pump it. None of my Hydro Pumps miss, luckily, and that is actually doing a pretty solid chunk. But he's going to go Psychic, and I can't really sit around, because what he can do and what he is going to do is he is going to Recover Storm me. So I keep trying to go for Hydro Pumps, and it nearly gets him down there, but he recovers. So I'm not getting anywhere now. I hate Reuniclus so much. It's such an evil little bobby piece of shit. I'm just going to go for it again, hit him again. He's going to recover, and again, I'm pretty much back at square one. Oh well. I think all I have left is Rapidash, Infernape, and a Abomasnow, and basically what it comes down to is, can Rapidash, you know, like 2-hit KO out, pull a crit, anything at this point would be welcome. So I'm going to sub because I'm predicting him to Calm Mind or Recover, and he goes for the Calm Mind. However, the main problem with Flare Blitz being is that the recoil is going to put me at the point where I will die. The Flare Blitz does do quite a lot though, so I'm moderately happy. So I go for it, I hit it, and it does an alright chunk, but had I been able to live sand, whatever weather effect is in play, yeah, it's sand, then I probably would have been able to get him really low, but then he would have recovered again, and then it would start all over again. Now I'm going to bring in a Abomasnow because I'm predicting him to recover, just trying to play it safe, and I'm just going to go for an SD, and I was thinking, okay, it's an SD, SD boosted, Stab Wood Hammer. I know Abomasnow is weak as piss, especially this set, only has about 220 attack, but I figure with an SD, that would put me a decent amount. Go for it, and it does half. Whoa. This is why I hate Reuniclus. Unless you have the right thing, you can't kill it. See, if I'd have just brought a Spiritomb, I could kill it easily. I could just sit here stalling it out, but no. Oh no, I have Masquerain. I'll bring in Masquerade, and my main hope here is to just flinch it to death. That's all I've got. It's not happening now. So I go for the Air Slash. Oh, get a flinch. Yeah, go Masquerain. Come on. Only like 6 or 7 more to go. You can do it, you freaky bug thing. But I'm going to go for it again. I don't get the flinch. He's going to recover again. And then I'm going to go for a Blizzard, hoping for freeze hacks. Don't get it. Oh, well. He won fair and square, but I was a little bit out of my depth with this team. Because I've been playing OU so much, I figured, oh, I'll be alright. It isn't that hard. And then this bloody piece of shit shows up and shows me. So down goes Masquerade. I probably could have tried quiver dancing a bit, but I don't think I would have really gotten anywhere. And with no recovery, it was pretty futile. But I'm going to bring in Inferno, just going to go for a Fire Blast. And yeah, he's going to Psychic me, and that is the first game. It does love things, so. Oh well. Good game, Flame Dog. I don't know. Anyway, this second one was quite funny. I found it a bit of a laugh, really. Oh no, I still have. Oh no, Articuna's going to die for rocks. Okay, yes. Good game, sir. Who the hell was the second one against? It was Lowsy, I remember that much. He was like, I said afternoon to him. He's like, afternoon? I'm like, yeah, afternoon. It's how people in England land say hello. And he's like, do you like tea? I'm like, yes, I like tea. I love it. I have a top hat and a pipe and a monocle and crooked teeth. Stereotypes, beautiful things. Anyway, here's a sun team, which is like the worst enemy of hail. However, you'll find this quite funny. I mean, because normally on hail teams, people seem to run Heatran because flash fire. And I usually hate that, but I am so thankful for the fact I have Rapidash, because I can beat out literally his entire team if I get a flash fire boost, which is lousy. And then I can agility and baton pass out if I need it, so whatever. Sorry for the glare though, guys. You know, I'm just recording this today, so I pretty much got up and got cracking with it. Anyway, I'm going to lead off with Masquerade pretty much as Death Fodder, just to see what he's going to get going with, and he's going to lead off with his Hitmonlee. I get the Intimidate drop on it, which is helpful, because I think it helps me later on. He's going to go Fake Out, and he's the normal gem piece of shit, and I'm thinking, well, I don't know what he's got. Maybe he's got Blaze Kick, so Infernape would be okay, because it's a max defense wall thing. But he has Stone Edge. Now, he has about 600 speed and Stone Edge, which kills my entire team, and High Jump Kick if if he's feeling a bit risky about Infernape. So I'm going into Infernape because it is the one thing that can probably take a -1 High Jump Kick. And he is actually going to... What is he going to do? I think he's going to switch out, which is bloody helpful. I don't know why. He could have just gone High Jump Kick. I couldn't kill him with a Fire Blast, so he may as well have just gone for it. But he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into a Sableye as I go for my Fire Blast, and it does a crap ton, which I am more than happy with. So that's doing a lot, and then he's going to sit there trying to recover stall me, so run me out Fire Blast, so I'm just going to Calm Mind after the second one. There's the recover. God, I hate Sableye. Although it isn't as bulky as everyone seems to give it credit for. It is good, though. So I go for it again, and he gets burned, so... Lol. That's peachy. So I'm just going to Calm Mind here, as he's going to keep trying to recover stall me. It is a losing battle, and I could have kept going for it, but... at the end of the day, I'd rather be a +1 than just sitting here playing his little I'm going to try and stall you out crappy game. And so now I'm at +1 and I can kill no matter what he does. However, as I go for the Fire Blast, it does miss. He's going to land a Nightshade on me, which I thought was kind of a weird move on Sableye. It's not exact. Well, the whole point is you kind of don't have any attacking moves. It's a prankster guy. I suppose you got to get damage on it on Pokemon somehow, but most people run like Toxic or Will-O-Wisp on it and sit there like bastards. Anyway, from the next Fire Blast hits, down goes the Sableye, which is beastly, and I think he actually brings back in his Hitmonlee, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me in the slightest. Yeah, he brings it back in, and he goes for a Fake Out, but the thing is he's already used his normal gem, so he can't get his, Unburden boost. So his Hitmonlee is effectively useless now. I outspeed, I go for a Fire Blast. I don't kill it, granted, but I do enough. He goes for a High Jump Kick and I die. And now it pretty much comes down to, is Rapidash quick enough to outspeed it? And I'm assuming with the unburdened boost as is, I don't think he'd run that much speed. He only needs about 300 to outspeed the entire game, so don't see why he'd bother. But I'm going to bring in Rapidash now, and I'm just going to Flare Blitz. I outspeed, he dies, woo. Now this is funny, okay? I guess because he saw Flare Blitz, he figured that Victini was probably his best wall, but I'm sitting there thinking, what can he actually do to Rapidash? Like, honestly, what is there that he can accomplish by hitting me? So I'm just going to sub, and I guess he was predicting my switch out, but he goes V-Create, and I'm just like, okay, I now have a Flash Fire boost, a free sub, you're going to have to bring in Ninetales eventually, I will sit here Flare Blitzing all day. And, funny story, actually, he's going to DC, because he's a little bitch, and he can't, yeah, what an ass. To prove it, yeah, he ended the battle, so if he'd have stuck around and said, yeah, I didn't do it, then fine, he didn't do it. But yeah, I think that was there are going to be times when DCs that are pretty freaking obvious. Anyway, as per usual, here are the sets. Couple of lowsy matches, and next time, I believe it is the last team for this set box, and it is Clear Skies team with Licky Licky on it. So, we'll see what crap I've been left with. I hope you have enjoyed this, I hope you have enjoyed the sets, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.